Hello guys, and welcome back to Netmaster Zone channel. In the previous video, we just configured our Siet2Site VPN between the Palo Alto and FortiGate firewall, and we use pre-shared key. By now, actually our tunnel is up, and we are able to ping from here from HQ to Site B, Palo Alto firewall, this PC. Actually, I just have this switch and this inside interface, the port 2 and Ethernet 0 of my virtual PC are in the same VLAN. Then they can actually the virtual PC is able to ping to the inside and go outside. Okay, let's ping to this virtual PC. Let me check the IP address. Show IP, and this is the IP address 10.50.0.11 is the IP address of my virtual PC, and I should be able to ping to that 10.50.0.11, and it's good enough. And you can see I can ping from HQ to Site B of FortiGate firewall. And if we check here in the web page, we can see that let me close this is for licensing. Okay, now if we go to IPsec tunnel in the Palo Alto, you can see that this tunnel is green, and it's it means that everything is okay and tunnel is up. And even if we go to FortiGate, here in FortiGate in the VPN section, IPsec tunnel, our tunnel is up. Now I want to change something. I want to configure this tunnel using the certificate. For the certificate, as this is the FortiGate, and I'm using the evaluation license, not evaluation license, actually it's a perpetual, because I'm using version 7.2, and FortiGate gives us a permanent license for forever actually, but it has some limitation. I'm not going to speak about that limitation, but it has some limitation that you cannot have more than 3 routes for interface, and you cannot use more than 3 interfaces in this device. But it's okay, and we can learn by this. But if you want to use the old version of that, you can use 7.0, and in 7.0 you have an evaluation license for 15 days, and you are allowed to do anything except some exceptions, but that's okay. For now, let's go and start with Palo Alto. For FortiGate, I was speaking about that. The limitation of this is that I cannot have a certificate with key length more than 512, and because of that, I just configure another certificate server to provide me a certificate length of 512. If I upload more than that, it gives me the message that the key length is not matched or something. Then I just configure another certificate server here with the low 512 key length of the encryption. For that, let's first of all, let's go to our server, and let's download our root CA. I'm going to use base 64 and download the root CA. Save. Let me name that SRV2 root CA, because we already have SRV1, and we configured that in the previous video for our Siet2Site VPN between the Palo Alto and Palo Alto. But here I using this one. Let me copy that, and let's paste it here in my local PC. First, let's start with Palo Alto, device and certificate. In the certificate, let's upload that certificate to the directory. Now you can see that I have SRV1 for the GUI certificate and VPN cert. This is between the Palo Alto and Palo Alto. Here let's import the certificate. This is the root CA. Browse it and root CA SRV2. Let me give a same name here also. Okay, SRV2 is uploaded. Let me click on that and let's make that as a trusted root CA. Okay, now let's generate another certificate for our VPN and sign it with this root CA. For that, let's click on generate, and for the certificate name, let me name that as SRV2 VPN cert. Now we know that this certificate is signed with the SRV server 2, and for common name 192.168.100.2, we speak about that before. I'm using the IP address for that because it's going to send this information to other side and it needs to be matched with the IP address. This is the IP address of outside interface of my Palo Alto. This interface 1x6 100.2, and for the sign by, I'm going to sign that with the external authority, and here in the key length let's use number of bit 512. As I said, the FortiGate doesn't support more than that, then I'm just using this. And for the information, let's add organization unit and DNS, and also the IP address. Let me type it, the information, the IP address, the DNS for the organization unit IT, and for the organization I just used NMZ1 because we already have one here, NMZ. This is NMZ1. Okay, let's create the certificate. Invalid host. Okay, it doesn't accept the IP address here. Okay, this certificate is actually not certificate, a CSR is created, and now we need to download this CSR, and then we can sign it with our server. For that, select it and let's export the certificate. Open it, Control A, Control C, and then I'm going to the certificate server and sign it. Let's go for request the certificate, advanced, and on base 64, paste it, and for the certificate type we can use the IPsec offline request. Submit. Let's download that on base 64, save it. I'm going to name that SRV2 VPN cert. Save it, open. Let's save that in my local PC, and here I can import it back. Now let's import it. Make sure that you use the exact same name for import. Because of that, I'll just copy this and import with the same name. Browse SRV2 VPN cert and OK. Now you can see this certificate is created and it gets under the SRV2 root CA, because now the certificate knows it's signed with this root CA and it's under that. If I close that, you can see we have two, one for root CA and another one for SRV2, and I have one certificate in this. Okay, now in the next step we need to create a certificate profile to say to our IKE gateway that we are using this certificate root as a root certificate and sign our certificate with that. Let's create that. I'm going to name that SRV2 same root CA profile, and let's assign our certificate to that, SRV2 root CA. Okay, now let's go to network, and in the network let's go to the IKE gateway. In the IKE gateway here we already have site-to-site VPN using the pre-shade key, and I cannot create another one with the same IP address. Because of that, I'm just editing this one, and this time instead of pre-shade, let's select certificate. For the certificate, local certificate, we are going to use the SRV2 VPN cert, and for the certificate profile, let's select the SRV2 root CA. Now we say to Palo Alto that this certificate is signed with this root CA profile. And for local identity, let's select that. And for the peer identification, here let's select the IP address, and let me type it 192.168.202.2. This is the IP address of outside interface of FortiGate firewall. Now everything is okay here. Let's save it and commit. Okay, now the commit, let's go to our FortiGate and upload our certificate here. Here in the FortiGate, let's go to the system and to the certificate. For the certificate, you can see that there is 3 different sections. The local CA certificate, that this is a root certificate. For local certificate, this is just certificates, not root. And the remote CA certificate, this part is now we are going to use this because we are going to use this the remote certificate and tell to the FortiGate that we are using this certificate for our encryption of IPsec tunnel. Then let's first import a CS certificate, and here in the file let's upload our root certificate here, SRV2 root CA. Open and OK. Now the SRV root CA comes here. Let me, if I can edit the name, let me delete it and import it back. I'm not sure. CS certificate, file, upload, SRV2 root CA. Open. There is no option to rename this, but of course we can have a, we should be able to give a comment to that or something. No, actually there is no option to edit it. CS Cert 1, this is the certificate that we already upload that in the Palo Alto, and now I just upload it as a remote CA. But if you want to have this in the local certificate, in this case you need the private key also. But here in this video we don't need that because we can use this, that is enough, and we can use it for our purpose here for the site-to-site VPN. Now let's generate the CSR and create our certificate. We cannot use this certificate because this is a CA. Let's create a CSR, and for CSR the name, let's name that VPN cert, and for the IST IP let's 192.168.202.2. this is the IP address of outside interface of my FortiGate. If you have a name or email, we can also add that here. And for the organization you need IT, and let's go for organization NMZ1, city Sao Paulo, state Sao Paulo. For the country region we can have Brazil, and everything else is okay. And you can see here that the key type is RSA and the key size is 512. We cannot have more than that because of the license limitation. Let's create it. Now this VPN cert is created and it's pending. Let's download that. this is the CSR. Let's copy, Control A, Control C, and now let's go to our certificate server, and here let's sign it. For the certificate type, again, I'm using the IPsec offline request. Submit, and let's download that on base 64. Save it. Let me name it SRV2 FortiGate VPN cert. Open the folder. Let's copy that to my local PC to be able to upload it to FortiGate. Now again, let's click on import certificate, and here import certificate, I'm using the first option, local certificate, upload, and SRV2 FortiGate VPN cert, open and create. Okay, now this certificate is also created, and VPN cert, and it's valid. Now we have the required certificate for our site-to-site VPN. Let's go and change our pre-shared key to the certificate. But here in the subject, you can see CBR, state, and organization, and also IP address. This part, it's important that we need to use it in the Palo Alto site as a organization. Let me show you. If we come here, you can see that now I just use the IP address, but we need to copy and paste this portion here. I'm not going to do that now, and because I'm going to show you something. Okay, now let's go to VPN, and in the IPsec tunnel. Before that, let me put this 2 in the ping. You can see now the ping is down because I just changed the pre-shared key to certificate, and one side is not configured yet, 0.51-T. Now let's go in the FortiGate, edit it, and here let me do something. Let me edit it in full page. Now let's go to the authentication, and here let's change it to signature. In the signature, let's select the certificate that we created before, and for the peer certificate we need to create one. I'm going to name that, actually it's object, the PKI user object, and I'm going to name that PA certificate, PS cert. It's okay, any name. And for the subject, let's come here and copy this subject. Copy and paste it here, or you can leave it blank. It's working. And for the CA, we need to use the certificate that we uploaded before. It was CA cert1 in the external certificate. Okay. Now let's select this, and the configuration is completed. Let's okay. Now we should be able to ping from one side to other one. Let's actually reset our tunnel. Clear VPN, IKE SA. Now let's wait and see if it's working or not. You can see still we cannot ping between these two, and let me show you why. In the Palo Alto, first let me clear the log, clear log system, because there is a lot of log here. I just want to focus on one, and let's clear the VPN, and now let's show log system. Let's wait to regenerate the tunnel and it will create some log. Okay, the log is created, and you can see here, let me show you that here it's sending receive ID or this, and it doesn't match the ID. You can see that the FortiGate sending this as ID, and here in the Palo Alto we select it as an IP address, and this is the IP address. This is the peer identification. Let's change it to distinguished name subject, and here copy this and paste it here. Now we say to the FortiGate, to the Palo Alto, this is the peer identification that comes from the FortiGate. Now the Palo Alto accept that, and it will identify the certificate and make the IPsec tunnel. Let's wait for this to finish, and after that we should be able to see the ping that's coming from one side to other side. Our commit is almost done, 98%. Let's wait. Okay, the commit is successful. Now let's go and see if we are able to see the ping, but before that let me clear the IPsec tunnel. Now you can see it's a start pinging between the HQ and also between the FortiGate VLAN 1 that is connected here. And if we check the log system again, here you can see that the IKE negotiation is accepted. The here the IKE certificate authentication succeed, and peer ID is this is accepted in the FortiGate, in the Palo Alto, and also in the FortiGate. If we run debug there, let's go to the FortiGate. The good thing about the FortiGate is that we have this terminal available in the interface, and here let's enable the debug enable, and let's debug application IKE -1. Let's see what okay, let's clear the tunnel to see the negotiation again. And here in the log you can see that the peer ID is verified, and also certificate validation pending. Then certificate validation is completed, and certification validation is succeed. Also signature verification is succeed. It means that our authentication is succeed, and now this tunnel is up. And if we go to the Palo Alto in the IPsec tunnel, you can see here this tunnel should be green. Okay, now this tunnel is up, and is our site-to-site VPN is okay. Let's see again. Let me clear that. I believe because I just run debug here, and my resources is not enough to support that. Let's disable the debug in the FortiGate. Diagon debug, disable. Okay, in this video we just learned how we can create a site-to-site VPN between Palo Alto and FortiGate using certificate. We add the pre-shared key, and now using the certificate. For this video, that is enough, and in the next video we will continue our training using the FTD and also the Palo Alto, using first pre-shared key, and then we will use a certificate also for the Cisco FTD and Palo Alto for site-to-site VPN. In the Cisco it's a little bit complicated because we will speak about that in the video, but for the pre-shared key, everything is straightforward and we can create a site-to-site VPN very easily and fast. For now, let's finish our video here. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video soon.